If he comes out, then go sign the contract and we'll fight.
Like, do you think Manny can't like a fighter like Rolly, in your opinion, Shane?
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Okay. What do you see there?
I see that he can throw those more punches and combinations and moves very well.
Big welterweight. And when you look at Rolly Romero, he's not that big. He's not a real welterweight. I don't think he's in that big for 140. I mean, Isaac Cruz, who's a blown-up lightweight, blasted him out. So it's like, I think they're looking at that fight against Romero to be not as physically imposing as Mario Barrios.
At the press conference, Manny Pacquiao fired back at Rolly Romero's constant trash talk, saying he talks too much and should stop running his mouth if he truly believes he can win. Pacquiao challenged him to back up his words by making the deal and stepping into the ring soon. His response reflected.
And we spoke to Rolly Romero, who's a potential opponent for you in the future. He said that he would like to have a Hall of Famer on his resume. What do you tell him?
In his resume, if he can beat me.
Manny, Tim Bradley said that he was a little upset with both your performance and Barrios. He said it was a sparring session. What do you tell Tim Bradley? Tim Bradley, what do you tell him?
That's his opinion.
The boxing world was left stunned as new reports emerged about Manny Pacquiao's next move in the ring. Despite being well past the typical retirement age, Pacquiao continues to chase greatness, proving that his passion for boxing remains as strong as ever. His possible return immediately caught global attention, with fans eager to see the legend compete again. According to Box Raw on X, Pacquiao is reportedly set to face welterweight world champion Rolly Romero in Las Vegas, with the fight potentially taking place in 2026, just before Pac-Man turns 47. Romero has already stirred controversy by openly disrespecting Pacquiao in interviews, mocking his fighting style and calling it the ugliest in boxing while claiming the Filipino icon lacks real skill. His harsh remarks quickly went viral, drawing heavy criticism from fans who viewed his comments as arrogant and disrespectful toward one of the sport's all-time greats. Pacquiao's legacy speaks for itself, built on victories over elite fighters across multiple divisions. Whether Romero truly underestimates him or is
Pacquiao fucking, to me, Pacquiao is the fucking ugliest style in boxing, and look what the fuck he's accomplished. And now every fucking fight in the Philippines, just because I fight differently, and it means I don't know half no fucking skills. Like, I got my own fucking skills. That's not me. It's like fucking Prince Nassim Muhammad. You're gonna say fucking he don't got no damn skills? Every fighter, look, in this fucking generation, if you don't try to box like Floyd, a typical Mexican, a Russian like Lomachenko, European fighter, or you're trash in this sport. You apparently don't know how to box, because these are the fucking idols of boxing.
No matter if he beats Barrios or not. Still, bro. How many losses Pacquiao? Oh, that's another thing, bro. Pacquiao another one that don't give a about losses, and everyone keep tuning in for him, right, bro? All that undefeated that don't mean if you're not fighting nobody. Nobody gives a about you. There's so many bigger fights for me. Like, would I rather fight, I don't know, for instance, a Pacquiao or Jerome? What's a bigger fight for me? What fight would sell more? Me and Broner or me and Jerome Ennis? Obviously, me and Broner. What would sell more? Me and Ryan again or me and Jerome Ennis? What would sell more? Tank coming up to fight for his fourth division, or me and Jerome Ennis? It's just basic. You know, what's the bigger fight for? Like, it's not. I'm not even talking about money. The money. What's a bigger fight for the boxing world?
Manny Pacquiao recently announced his intention to step back into the ring, saying he isn't fully satisfied with his last fight and still has unfinished business to accomplish. Even at his age, his motivation and discipline remain as strong as ever. For Pacquiao, boxing has never been just about winning titles. It's about constantly challenging himself and pushing his limits. His fans continue to admire his humility, relentless work ethic, and unshakable dedication to the sport. Many believe that this comeback.
Will you be fighting again kaya this year again, Manny? Everyone's asking, how did you prepare for the fight?
Wala akong ibang iniisip kundi focus lang sa training every day. Like even Sunday, distraction, anything like that. For 2 months. Kasi nakahabol ako sa oras. Supposedly, yung mga ganong fight, dapat mga 3.5 months o 4 months. Especially sa edad ko na 46, diba?
Yeah.
Satisfied ako sa naging condition ko, but hindi pa talaga yun yung 100% na gusto kong makuha, achieve na yung speed, yung timing, yung more punches na gusto ko maabot.
Be fighting again kaya this year again, Manny? Everyone's asking.
This year, mga December.
Former world champion Shane Mosley recently shared his thoughts on a potential matchup between Manny Pacquiao and Rolly Romero, confidently predicting that Pacquiao would win without question. Mosley believes that Pacquiao's power, speed, and experience would completely overwhelm Romero's aggressive yet predictable style. He explained that Pacquiao's sharp combinations and precise power punches would simply be too much for Rolly to handle. Coming from a veteran who has faced Pacquiao in the ring, Mosley's opinion carries significant weight. He understands firsthand the unique rhythm, timing, and explosiveness that Pacquiao brings into every fight.
Like, do you think Manny can be like a fighter like Rolly, in your opinion, Shane?
Yes.
Yeah, wow, okay. What do you see there?
I see that he get those more punches and moves very well. It'd be hard for Rolly to get close to him.
Okay, because yeah, people would say like, oh, Rolly's a big puncher. He's a lot younger than Manny. He's been active. Like, he's a big guy.
Yeah, but he's gonna do that fight in December, so I'm not sure if he's gonna be fighting Rolly or anybody. He has to fight in December that he has to do, so I know that. And then from there, then maybe he can fight Rolly or somewhere else.
Boxing analyst and former fighter Chris Algieri expressed his excitement over the potential matchup between Manny Pacquiao and Rolly Romero, calling it a great fight that fans would love to see. He noted that Pacquiao's legendary status paired with Romero's bold personality creates the perfect balance of respect and rivalry that makes boxing so entertaining. Algieri pointed out that although Manny is nearing 50, his fighting spirit remains as strong as ever. A bout like this would not only test Pacquiao's endurance but also give Romero a chance to prove himself against a true icon.
You faced Manny Pacquiao. What did you think about his performance? Should he continue? What's going on?
Guy's still doing it. It's mind-blowing. 46 years old. Listen, did he look like Manny of old? No. He looked great? No. But he looked damn good for a 46-year-old. The fact that he was able to compete at that level with a 30-year-old champion, I mean, it just speaks worlds to Manny Pacquiao and how special he truly is. Talking about him and Rolly's, I don't mind that fight. I think that fight makes a lot of sense. Rolly's is not a big welterweight. Manny's obviously not a big welterweight, never has been. That fight I think makes a lot of sense. I'd like to see Manny win another world title, and then maybe he can make the Floyd fight.
Boxing commentator Showbiz the Adult discussed how quickly the potential fight between Manny Pacquiao and Rolly Romero gained massive attention online. He highlighted that negotiations are currently underway, with both sides reportedly close to finalizing the deal. Showbiz pointed out that despite the significant age gap and contrasting personalities, the matchup carries deep emotional weight. Pacquiao represents discipline, honor, and legacy, while Rolly embodies youthful confidence and rebellion. This clash of eras has sparked public curiosity about whether the veteran can outsmart the outspoken newcomer.
It's GOAT versus GOAT. We know Rolly Romero is the damn GOAT. All right, number 2. This makes Rolly Romero's resume one of the best resumes in boxing, period. Think about it. He beats Ryan Garcia. He fights Gervonta Tank Davidson, Pitbull, and shit, Manny Pacquiao. If you look at, seriously, look at Rolly. Rolly Romero, dog, this shit's crazy. Who do I have winning the fight? Listen, man, Rolly Romero was a friend of mine. You tweeted last week that you've never lied about anything. But really, you must have told some little white lies. Tell us a lie you have told. Just a tip. Hey, bro. You know what? You seen me do the back, two shoulders, and a lot of things with Rolly Romero on the zone. And listen, we've built up the type of product together that just, it goes viral and it's great moments. I love Rolly Romero. It's hard for me to go up against him. Manny Pacquiao, though, come on. Manny Pacquiao is my age, a little bit older. I mean, come on, dog. He got robbed against else, in my opinion. I mean, come on, dog. I mean, this should be a unification bout, all right? But I don't know.
Manny Pacquiao's determination remains unshaken as he sets his sights on another title shot at the age of 47. After his previous bout with Mario Barrios ended in a draw, Pacquiao is eager to redeem himself by challenging Rolly Romero for the welterweight title. While most athletes his age have long retired, Pacquiao refuses to slow down. He believes that as long as his body responds and his passion for the sport remains strong, he can still compete at the highest level. Fans continue to admire his courage and discipline, even as some question.
Big breaking news in the sport of boxing. Manny Pacquiao and Rolly Romero. It's probably going to end up happening. Manny Pacquiao said right here that all they're waiting for is the negotiation and finalizing the deal, signing on the paper. And this fight is probably going to go down in Las Vegas. Manny Pacquiao, Rolly Romero. I don't know. Looking at it from right now, I'm going to have to go with Manny Pacquiao. I think Rolly Romero's feet are just too flat, too heavy. And I think Manny Pacquiao outboxes him. But let me know in the comments what you think, man. Is this fight going to happen? Number one. Number two, who do you got? And number three, if Manny Pacquiao does win the title, unify, or does he retire being the oldest champion, setting another world record? Let me know what you think, y'all.
Some analysts have shared their honest opinions about the potential matchup, suggesting that while it could be a solid fight, it might not deliver peak excitement since both fighters will be competing at welterweight and may not showcase their full explosiveness. Even so, many believe the
Manny Pacquiao is back again. Legend Manny Pacquiao, after getting a draw to Mario Barrios that he definitely should have won, is once again looking to get a title shot at the age of 47 against another weak champion, Rolly Romero. Can he do it? Well, honestly, maybe. Everybody loves Romero the guy. No one really respects him as a boxer. He's kind of been a joke. And even after upsetting Ryan Garcia, who's also kind of a joke, people are still pretty down on him. And you know that because 47-year-old Manny Pacquiao is willing to fight him. Really says how weak division is, that both Rolly Romero and Mario Barrios are champions at welterweight without ever having won any fight at welterweight. How does that happen? Greedy sanctioning bodies. See, it's stuff like this that make people think they should overturn the Ali and hand boxing over to Dana White. But either way, Manny Pacquiao looked a lot better than most people expected in his last fight. And honestly, you can never count this guy out, especially against weaker opponents like Rolly Romero. Although I do think Rolly is a step up from Mario Barrios, but I still think Manny can do it. Not will, can. Do you think Manny Pacquiao can reclaim the title at the age of 47? Let me know in the comments.
Mario Barrios showed great respect toward Manny Pacquiao during their fight, but Rolly Romero seems unlikely to do the same. This difference in attitude could make the outcome even more interesting, as Pacquiao often performs his best against opponents who underestimate him. His calm focus.
Rolly Rolando Romero fight at welterweight, and it could be at the very end of this year. For me, I love it. I love it a lot. In fact, after the Barrios fight, I said I didn't really want to see a rematch with Barrios. Listen, the Barrios fight was, I had greater expectations, I want to say, for it. But the reality is, with Barrios, he's 6 feet tall and he's kind of like a boxer. So an older Pacquiao, out of commission for so long, and politics, all that type of stuff, it really just made for like a decent fight, but not legendary, right? Wasn't as much action. I also think that Barrios played it very respectable. I get it, you're in there with a legend, but you gotta look like Eminem said. If you had one shot, one opportunity to capture everything, would you capture it or let it slip? His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms is heavy, there's vomit on his sweater already, mom's spaghetti. You know what I mean? You got one shot, you gotta capitalize. I feel like Barrios was just ultimately too respectful. And then Pacquiao, he's a legend, so he was pushing through it. But I think it would have been better for Pacquiao if he took a tune-up and then did a title fight. But when time isn't on your side, you're already 40-something years old, you kind of have to, you don't want to waste camps on, maybe tune-ups. But with Rolly, somebody will get hurt and somebody probably get knocked deep out. So that's what I like about this fight.
Chris Algieri also noted that Rolly Romero isn't as big as many people believe and, physically, he wouldn't present the same challenge that Mario Barrios did. According to Algieri, this could make the fight slightly easier for Pacquiao from a physical standpoint. Throughout his career, Manny has consistently proven that he can overcome size disadvantages when facing naturally larger opponents. This time, he might even find comfort in the fact that Romero's frame and movement aren't particularly imposing. With his sharp timing, experience,
but as amazing as it was that Manny was able to do, it's still a tough fight. Because Barrios is still big, he's still strong. He's a real welterweight, he's actually a big welterweight. And when you look at Rolly Romero, he's not that big. He's not a real welterweight. I don't think he's in 40. I mean, Isaac Cruz, who's a blown-up lightweight, blasted him out. So it's like, I think they're looking at that fight against Romero to be not as physically imposing as Mario Barrios. He also has a version of the WBA title, so there's a title on the line there. And at the heights, he's actually much shorter than Mario Barrios, obviously. Barrios, I was really surprised how tall he is.
Is Rolly the main WBA champion?
No, he's the
Oh, Ennis is the main WBA champion.
And it's, right, and then I don't know if he gets elevated. I don't know how that works. First of all, this is a whole nother thing. I'm going
WBA regular title, whatever. Yes.
This whole elevation without winning a fight thing is garbage. Look at Barrios. Barrios has not won a fight yet at welterweights. He got the interim title, was elevated, and then has 2 back-to-back draws. The man has not won a title fight yet.
Wow.
So we got to stop email champion elevation thing. Elevate is fine, but the next fight should be for the title. I don't care. You should not just be elevated via email. You have to fight somebody, because you get a situation like this where, Barrios, no knock on him, that are being laid in front of him. The man has not won a title fight yet. Yes, he won the Ugas fight. That was the interim title. There was a champion there. It was Crawford.
They call him a 2-time champion. Did he have a major world title at 140? Or was it the secondary BA title?
See, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but we had the main title at 140.
Because, and then we're looking at Rolly Romero, and you're saying he's a 2-time world champion too, but he doesn't have a main title at welterweight either.
No, he had the main title at 140.
140. When he beat Barroso.
Yeah.
But not at welterweight. So they're calling him a 2-time champion too. So there's all these details. But in terms of that fight, I don't hate it. I think the build-up will be great. Mario wasn't the most marketable guy in terms of doing interviews and selling the fight. He had the look, absolutely.
Trainer Abel Sanchez voiced his support for Manny Pacquiao's decision to continue fighting, saying that Pacquiao's victory over Rolly at 46 serves as a reminder that true champions never lose their love for the sport. While some critics argue that Pacquiao should retire to avoid unnecessary risks, Sanchez countered that those who genuinely love boxing can never simply walk away from it. For Pacquiao, the ring is more than just a stage, it's a part of who he is. He continues to train with unwavering dedication, maintain...
Manny, you think beats Rolly?
Yeah, I think he decisions him. I think he outboxes him. I think that he's more experienced. I think that he...
Okay. You didn't think Rolly looked well, against Ryan? It seemed like it's a new...
Against who?
Against Ryan Garcia. He looks more methodical.
Against who?
Against Ryan Garcia.
Against who?
Come on, a young Ryan.
Ryan Garcia, that unfortunately because of his fame, because of his issues outside of the ring, has not really progressed. He's got great hand speed and he punches hard, but as soon as he fights somebody that can fight back, it just seems like he doesn't do well. Is it because they haven't allowed him to grow as a fighter?
Many have wondered whether Pacquiao's return to boxing is driven by financial reasons, but the truth is far from that. His fight against Barrios was a solid performance to compete, proving he still has the hunger. His decision to keep fighting is not about money. Manny has already earned enough throughout his career through boxing, endorsements, and public service. Unlike exhibition fighters such as Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, Pacquiao's matches are not flashy money grabs. They are about legacy and love for the sport. He wants to end his career on his own terms, not with regrets or what-ifs. His discipline and he continue to inspire millions around the world who see in him the pure spirit of a fighter who refuses to give up.
He still looks sharp, doesn't he? 46 years old. He's a multi-millionaire. Why is he coming out of retirement? Let me tell you, it's not just the money. Because it is not a fight like we've seen Jake Paul and Mike Tyson doing. Or it's not like one of these Floyd Mayweather fights where he is fighting one who's unknown. No, this is different. He's doing a 12 3-minute round world title fight against current world champion in Mario Barrios, who is only 29 years old and in his prime right now. Let me ask you this. Do you think that his punch resistance on his chin has stayed the same, or do you think it's declined? Well, this is what happens when you age. Your brain naturally shrinks and loses volume, especially the grey matter. This increases the amount of space between your brain and your skull, meaning when you get hit, the brain moves even more. And when that happens, it increases the risk of concussion and it decreases the ability of you to be able to absorb